Yo, everybody, get ready for the end of the world. 2012, bitches. Swag YOLO, homie. Shut the fuck up. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hongs Rant. Now, we're here to talk about doomsdays. More specifically, the one that's supposed to come out tomorrow, December 21st, 2012. Now let me just say this. Almost every doomsday prediction has been a total and utter fail. The most recent one was the one last year's. There was two last year actually, predicted by some asshole that owns his own radio station. He was some old guy, probably like 90 years old, and he was a big Christian guy. He was very, very religious. Now, the whole point of his end of the world was the rapture. That, I don't know specifics about the rapture, but basically he told his believers that the world will end, I believe, sometime in August, and then that ended up failing, and then he said it will end on October because of some mathematical bullshit that he made up that the world will end on those specific days. Sorry. Anyway, he was totally fucking wrong. What ended up happening? Fail. Complete and utter fail. Instead of the world ending, all these stupid people ended up selling their houses, ended up buying supplies they didn't need it, and all that bullshit, and the world did not end. And that guy who predicted it seemed like a total utter asshole. He seemed like a complete idiot. You know what's the number one? Well, not the number one, but you know what God says in the Bible or something? That no one in the planet, no man can predict the end of the world. Only God knows the end of the world. So how can people believe this one guy that the rapture was gonna come? It was so fucking stupid. They call themselves religious, they call them men of God, and yet they believe in some asshole that has no right to say the world is gonna end on those specific days because of some stupid mathematical equation. And also, most of us remember about the Y2K rage. Remember that, Y2K? Now, I was raised around those times. I was born in 1992, and I was still a little youngster when this thing was happening, and I was not aware about some stupid Y2K bullshit. Now, the whole thing about Y2K was that the computers were gonna malfunction or some shit, and shit was gonna go to hell. Family Guy was one show that made fun of it, and I believe The Simpsons also made fun of it as well. And guess what? It was a fail. Many people thought it was going to be the end of the world, and it was a fail. Now we got 2012, December 21st, coming along to predict the end of the world once again. That was predicted by the Mayans. But only this time it seems a little bit more credible. You know, the other times, yeah, there were mathematical equations where there was software problems or whatever, but this time, I don't know, it seems kind of weird because the Mayans, they didn't really say specifically that the world was gonna end. They did not literally write the world will end in 2012. No, they didn't do that shit. Their calendar just happens to end on December 21st, 2012. And another thing about the Mayan calendar is that it does not include leap years. So technically, the world was supposed to end like 10 years ago or something like that. So yeah, the Mayan calendar does not meet with our today's modern calendar. So either way, that's one thing out of the way. Another thing that's weird about the end of the world is that this will be the last year, probably within the next 100 years, where we will see 12, 12, 12. December 12th, 2012, and the 21st, which making it backwards as 12. And then next year we will have 2013. And when we look at our clock, what's the last number that ends in our clock? 12. And we go by 24 hours a day, 12-12. So yeah, it does seem a bit kind of weird that, you know, it kind of feels like the world may do end because of all these weird predictions. But no, we've seen this before, and this is all bullshit. It's all fucking bullshit. And yeah, there's people not really freaking, I don't know, I haven't seen much people freaking out about it. I just seen people buying supplies and getting ready for their doomsday shit. Now there is this one show called Doomsday Preppers, or I don't know, some shit on the National Geographic channel, and there's it's stories about all these people that are getting ready for the end of the world, and all of them believe the end of the world will come in different ways. Some believe that the world will end with meteor showers, some in volcanic eruption, and various other ways. Some people just feel that people will go crazy and the world will end by just people going crazy and shit like that. Now, we're already living in bad times. Over here in America, we're still going through a freaking bad economy. And not just that, there's been, I'm not going to mention anything specifically, but there's been some bad reports around across America. And it seems like, yeah, we have Obama as president, but nothing has fucking changed. At least not for the better. Some people say, oh, okay, you know, this is a different conversation that I will not go into. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, every day should be considered as the end of the world day. We never know when our lives will be taken away from us, from our loved ones, from our friends, within a blink of an eye. Every day is a day that is filled with danger. Even if you're stuck at home all day, the smallest things could end up hurting you. And that's what I believe. We are going, well, not all of us, but a lot of people are promoting about the end of the world. There's one specific day that the world will end. And in reality, you know, every day should be considered as a day to just live. Now, me, I'm a fucking clerk. I have a fucking miserable life. But I don't give a shit. Overall, I want the world to end because I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of living this life where kids are suffering in Africa. But that's a different conversation. But seriously, we never really know when the end of the world will truly come. So we might as well just live for today. The world could end at the most unexpected moment. And that's how life is. It's completely unexpected. Anything that happens is absolutely unexpected. You know, expect the unexpected. But how can you predict the expecting when it's unexpected? But whatever. I guess that's the whole reason why people are going crazy about the December 21st, because they don't know if they should expect it or not, and that's why they're preparing. Who knows? Maybe that's the reason. I guess what I'm trying to say is, just enjoy yourself. Enjoy the holidays. Fuck that bullcrap. If the world doesn't, oh well, hopefully we all go to hell and enjoy the rest of our afterlives. Or we could just enjoy ourselves now. Enjoy the holidays. Enjoy Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, and all the other holidays. And just have a good time with our family and friends. Thank you everybody for watching. And I hope as you're not as stupid as those people believing the end of the world. Goodbye.